The end of June is fast approaching, but here on Fog Football, things are just heating up. Welcome back to the channel. It's the 28th of June. It's a Saturday. You know the score on a Saturday when it comes to transfer news. It kind of dies down, but we've got some heavy hitters on the thumbnail, which means we've got some heavy hitting talking to do. But let's begin with a few confirmed signings. Now, I don't actually believe there was any today, but let's go through a few over the last couple of days that we may not have talked about. But Ross Callaghan has left Motherwell to join Arbroath on a free. Plamen Galabov has left Maccabi Petah Tikva to join Dundee. Ross County have lost two players on frees, Ricky Lamy and Efty. Ryan Mullen has joined St Mirren for Morton, and Macaulay Tate has joined Livingston from Hearts on loan. So that's a few of the official transfers in there, folks. As we head over to Scottish football, I mean, there's not really an awful lot of news. Tony Docherty talking about his team having an identity. You've got David Murray talking about the Rangers sale of yesteryear. Fuck David Murray. That's my opinion on the guy. I've seen someone comment it. Why are you not talking about that? Well, there you go. And also, I did talk about it in a live, by the way, so let's not pretend that he didn't talk about it. As John McGlynn aims to keep punching above weight with Falkirk. So there you go. That's pretty much all from the non-transfer side of things. But let's dive in to a few transfer side of things, shall we? Danny Armstrong, he has agreed terms with Dynamo Bucharest and the 27-year-old winger who is out of contract with Kilmarnock. He is due to fly to Romania to undergo a medical and finalise the move this weekend. So, again, looked like he could have potentially went to Rangers. Then it looked like it could have been Hearts. Could have went down south to England. But no, looks like he's going to go to Dynamo Bucharest. I rate Danny Armstrong. I think he's alright. I think he would have been a decent hand to have. I mean, I understand the element as well if you want somebody better for Rangers than Danny Armstrong. But yeah, I think he'll do a good job. He only is 27, and I think he'll light up the Bucharest. I think he'll light up the Romanian league. That's for sure. Anyway, moving on to news from Celtic. Scotland under 21 midfielder Matthew Anderson. He's 21. He's completed a cut price move to Belgian second tier outfit Kortrijk from Celtic in search of regular first team football. So again, the news isn't exactly the greatest in the world. It's really not. Now, Yar Tavares, he's had his Hibernian contract terminated a year early, and the 24-year-old winger is now a free agent. Now, Dundee apparently are still in the dark regarding compensation fees that they will receive for Lyle Cameron and Josh Mulligan. Cameron, of course, joined Rangers. Mulligan joined Hibs. So, again, be interested to see what happens there. Obviously, last season, I hold the debacle about Connor Barron going from Aberdeen to Rangers. So, we'll have to wait and see about that. But see this whole still in the dark about compensation fees. Here, I've never pretended or claimed to be in 100% in the know when it comes to these compensation fees, right? But looking from like the outside into these deals, you would believe that due to the fact that these players are young enough to require a compensation fee, these things would be solved before like the move got 100% completed. Anyway, that's just my opinion. But yeah, I don't actually know what happens outside this league, but that's a few transfers now that have happened in this league where we've had the same issues. So if anybody knows what's happening there, you're more than welcome to leave your thoughts down below. Legia Warsaw head coach Eddie Iordzinish, Eddie Lord Inshu, Eddie Lord Inshu has revealed that he's held talks with Romanian midfielder Jiannis Haji, but conceded the 26-year-old released by Rangers is out of his club's price range. So, yeah, there was a lot of links putting Haji to, I would say Saudi Arabia, to Poland with Legia Warsaw. I mean, Legia Warsaw, obviously, recent memories of them. Alfredo Morelos scoring that beautiful header late on in that game at Ibrox to get us through to the Europa League group stages. I believe that was the 1920 season. Great wee moment there, but I mean, I think Yanis Hagi's better than that, to be honest. Playing for Legia Warsaw, It's not just due to the price. I do believe he can get a better move, but yeah, I think Giannis Haji's career at Rangers is a real tragic case because he just picked up an injury and never really recovered from it, and by the time he did, the club moved on. And I would have been interested to see what Russell Martin would have thought of this guy. And people can say, "Ah, but you need to move on. He's dead weight, etc." Here, I agree. I think when you get a rebuild, you need to be bringing in new players. But I think we would all be lying here to suggest that there's like 20 other guys at that club that are better than Giannis Haji. They're not, man. Honestly, I would much rather see Giannis Haji stay at the club over a Danilo, over a Cortez, over a Ben Davies, over a Kieran Doyle, over a Ross McCausland. I know it's different positions, folks, but I mean it's the same pish at the end of the day. You look at Rangers from a creative midfielder standpoint, we've got fucking hee haw. Honestly, man. Now, obviously, we've got players that can fill the role, but in terms of a player's role that solely exists of like their prime role being the number 10, don't really happen all that much. And then we'll talk about Kyogo, as he is the final bit of news here. Is Rennes have decided to cut their valuation of Kyogo by half to 5 million as they look to offload the 30-year-old Japanese forward who joined from Celtic for 10 million in January. So we'll have to wait and see. Regarding that move for Kyogo, Birmingham remain the favourites for it. Could Celtic go back in for him? No. The fact they wanted. Well, I mean, I say no. Celtic. I think Kyogo would probably have to reach out to Celtic for the move to get back on. You know, I just don't understand Kyogo's thinking, man. Why he left Celtic? I don't. I'm baffled by it, but I don't think a lot of fans would take him back. I mean, he thought he'd leave and get picked for the Japanese team. Well, that went tits up, didn't it? Anyway, that's it on this lovely Saturday. Enjoy the rest of your day. Enjoy your night. Enjoy your Sunday. We'll be back tomorrow with more transfer news. Till next time. Peace.